Back on the prospect watch today as Cage Warriors heads to Manchester this weekend. And I'm going to give you two men I've been very high on, and interestingly, they are teammates and one will be fighting straight after the other this Saturday. First, let's start with the man who really shot to fame last year with two epic battles in the Cage Warriors cage, landing him the titles of Cage Warriors Fighter of 2023 and Fight of the Year as well. Next Generation's Luke Riley is currently undefeated at 8-0, but he doesn't fight like a man looking to protect his record. Actually, he fights like he's just remembered he's left the gas burner on and his car is outside on double yellows. The kid is proper fast and he's a combination fighter too, which makes him very exciting to watch. In going back to his fights against Parker and Loof, my heart rates and blood pressure jacked. Riley fans will empathise too, as their man got wobbled and dropped in the first round of both those fights. But because Scousers don't get knocked out, Riley rallied and managed to get the nod, the most impressive in his last bout, where he earned a standing stoppage. Now, Riley has a background in striking before he embarked on his MMA journey, and that really shines through. 10 years in amateur Muay Thai and amateur boxing have been the foundations upon which his game is built, so you can always expect fast hands, slick combos, lots of body work, with deadly knees and elbows as Riley sees fit. Fully endorsed by his teammates, Paddy the Baddy and Molly McCann, Riley is must-watch TV and a man to follow as he rises to the top. The next man I want to talk about is Next Generation teammate and Cage Warriors bantamweight champ, Liam Gittins. The 135-pound star is riding a 5-fight win streak and got past the very skilled Scotsman Rhys McEwen to earn his title. And it's wins like that which trigger scouting reports and the radars of top MMA organisations. His head coach Paul Rimmer told me on my podcast here on UFC Fight Pass how talented Gittins was, so go check out that conversation to learn a little bit more. Through my lens, I can see Gittins has a really good fighting pedigree. In his last fight, which went 5 rounds, you could see how seasoned he was. He was able to manage his energy very well, choosing his moments to go, do the damage, and then control those positional battles. He has very good takedown defense, and even if you do ground him, he does very well to get back up. And then Gittins will be in your face with power shots and counter strikes. He has spent most of his career with Cage Warriors. He was their amateur flyweight champ, now, as I said, current bantamweight pro champ. And this weekend he makes his first defense against the American Roberto Hernandez, who's actually running a 9-fight win streak. And these fellas have been going at it. We've even seen the mum joke. So if you enjoy the bants, then go give the guys a follow. It is a big weekend for Next Generation and a big one for Cage Warriors, who know how to put on incredible fights. Check out all the action right here on UFC Fight Pass.